Episode 9, The Breaking Point. The streets of ATL are more dangerous than ever, and everyone's playing for keeps. Jamal and Jordan finally expose Caden, but his final move shatters everything. Darius's loyalty is put to the test. Amber and Cheryl form an alliance, and Marcus refuses to go down without a fight. But just when it seems like things couldn't get worse, a shocking betrayal leads to gunfire in the night. Scene 1. Marcus strikes back. A new player enters the game. Marcus is on the edge, but he's not going down alone. As he plots his revenge, his office door swings open. A man in a dark suit steps in. Vincent King, a ruthless businessman with ties to underground dealings. Vincent. You should have called me sooner, Marcus. Marcus clenches his jaw. Marcus. I need resources. I need to remind them who runs this city. Vincent smirks. Vincent. Then let's make a deal. You want to destroy them? I want something in return. Marcus leans forward. Marcus. Name it. Vincent whispers something into Marcus's ear. Whatever it is, it makes Marcus pause, then smile. Scene 2. Amber's Dangerous Alliance. Amber meets Cheryl at a secret location. This time, not just for business. They're both ready to play dirty. Amber. Jamal's got too much power right now. We need to weaken him before he destroys everything we built. Cheryl sighs. Cheryl. I don't want to take down my own son, but if he won't listen, we make him. Amber pulls out her phone, showing a message from Vincent King. Amber. We might not have to get our hands dirty. There's someone else who's willing to do the job. Cheryl looks at the screen, her face unreadable. Cheryl. Then let's make the call. Amber smirks. The trap is set. Scene 3. Jordan's past comes back to haunt him. Jordan is walking home late at night when he gets an anonymous text. I know who you really are. His face goes pale. Before he can react, a black car pulls up. 2 masked men step out. Masked Man 1. You should have stayed out of it, Jordan. Jordan tries to run, but they grab him, shoving him into the car. He fights back, but a syringe is jabbed into his neck. His vision blurs, the last thing he hears before blacking out. Vincent's voice. Time to settle old debts. Scene 4. Jamal confronts Darius, the ultimate betrayal. Jamal storms into Darius's apartment, the leaked video still playing in his mind. Jamal. Furious. Tell me that video was fake. Tell me you weren't meeting with Marcus behind my back. Darius looks guilty but tries to explain. Darius. It's not what you think. Jamal slams his hands on the table. Jamal. Then. What is it, Darius? Because all I see is you choosing your dad over me. Darius struggles to find the words. Darius. Softly. I didn't have a choice. Jamal's eyes darken. Jamal. There's always a choice, and you made yours. Darius reaches for him, but Jamal pulls away. Jamal. I was willing to risk everything for us, but maybe I was the only one. Jamal turns to leave, but Darius grabs his arm. Darius. Desperate. Jamal, please. Jamal rips his arm away. Jamal. We're done. Darius watches as Jamal walks out, his heart shattering. But as soon as Jamal steps outside, his phone buzzes. Unknown number. You just made a dangerous mistake. He looks around. Someone is watching him. Scene 5. The setup. A trap is sprung. Jamal, still furious, heads to a late-night warehouse where Jordan was supposed to meet him, but when he arrives, the place is dark, silent, then, bang, a gunshot. Jamal spins around just as a body collapses in front of him. Jordan, bleeding. Jordan, choking out words. It's a trap. Jamal kneels beside him, But before he can react, the doors slam shut. Marcus steps out of the shadows, Vincent at his side. Marcus. Told you, son. You can't win against me. Vincent nods to his men. Vincent. Finish it. A gun is raised. Another shot rings out. Everything goes black. Episode 10. No Way Out. Scene 1. The warehouse showdown. A desperate escape. Jamal is on his knees, staring at Jordan's bloodied body. Marcus stands over him, gun in hand, while Vincent King smirks in the background. Marcus. I warned you, son. Now you're going to watch everything you love burn. Vincent signals his men. Vincent. Get rid of them. Jamal's heart pounds. He can't die here. Not like this. As the henchmen move in, the warehouse doors burst open, gunshots ring out. Boom! Boom! Chaos erupts as Jamal's twin brother Jace storms in, gun blazing. Jace, get the hell away from my brother! Jamal, dazed, watches as Jace takes down two of Vincent's men with precision. Jordan, barely conscious, whispers, Jordan, you have a twin? No time for questions. Jace pulls Jamal up. Jace, we're getting out of here, now. Jamal hesitates, looking at Marcus. Jamal, this isn't over. Marcus just smirks. Marcus, oh, I know. As sirens blare in the distance, Jace, Jamal, and Jordan make a break for it. But Vincent, he's already disappearing into the shadows, planning his next move. Scene 2. Darius unraveling. Caden makes his move. Darius is drowning in regret. He let Jamal go, and now he's stuck in his father's grip. Caden, always lurking, sees his opportunity. Caden, casual. Looks like you need a friend, Darius. Darius scoffs. Darius. You? A friend? Caden leans in. Caden. I told you. Jamal was only going to hurt you. And now? He's on the run, caught up in something way bigger than him. Meanwhile, I'm still here. Darius clenches his fists. Darius. What do you want, Caden? Caden smirks. Caden. Just to help. And maybe, just maybe, remind you what it feels like to be free. Darius doesn't respond. But for the first time, doubt creeps in. Scene 3. Cheryl's empire under siege. Back at the Cheryl Monroe fashion house, chaos is unfolding. Someone leaked financial records, showing shady business deals. The media is swarming. Cheryl storms into her office, Amber waiting inside. Cheryl, furious. Tell me this wasn't you. Amber smirks, crossing her arms. Amber, you were getting too comfortable at the top, Cheryl. I just gave people something to talk about. Cheryl's hands tremble with rage. Cheryl, you betrayed me? Amber tilts her head. Amber, business, darling. Nothing personal. Cheryl exhales sharply, then smirks. Cheryl, you think I don't have a backup plan? Amber's smile fades. Cheryl, you may have started this fire, but trust me, I'll be the one to burn you down. Game on. Scene 4. The plan. Jace drops a bombshell. Jamal, Jace, and Jordan lay low in a hidden spot outside the city. Jordan is bandaged up, but still weak. Jamal turns to his brother. Jamal, you came out of nowhere. How the hell do I have a twin I never knew about? Jace sighs. Jace, long story, but right now you need to know one thing. Marcus isn't just after you. Jamal frowns. Jamal, what do you mean? Jace leans in. Jace, he's trying to take out Cheryl too. Jordan and Jamal exchange looks. Jordan, if Cheryl falls, Jamal, your whole fashion career goes with her. Jamal clenches his jaw. Jamal, then we don't just fight back. We take everything from him first. Jace grins. Jace, now you're talking. Scene 5. Marcus and Vincent's next move. The death warrant. Marcus meets with Vincent in an upscale lounge, sipping whiskey. Vincent, your boy slipped through our fingers, sloppy. Marcus glares. Marcus, it's a setback, not a failure. Vincent leans in. Vincent, then let's not waste time. You want Jamal handled? I know someone who can get it done, quietly. Marcus nods. Marcus, do it. Vincent pulls out his phone and sends a text. Unknown recipient. One word. Eliminate. Final scene. A deadly warning. Jamal, Jace, and Jordan arrive at Cheryl's penthouse to warn her. Before they reach the door, bang, bang, bang! Gunshots tear through the glass windows. Jamal tackles Cheryl to the ground as bullets fly. Jace returns fire, hitting one of the masked attackers. The shooter stumbles, then yells into a radio. Shooter. Target's still alive. We need to fall back. Jamal's breathing is heavy. Cheryl stares at the bullet holes in her wall. Cheryl, shaken but fierce. They tried to kill me. Jamal looks at his brother. Jamal. They won't stop until one of us is gone. Jace tightens his grip on his gun. Jace. Then we make sure it's them. Episode 11. Blood in the Water. Scene 1. Aftermath of the shooting. No more running. The penthouse is in shambles. Bullet holes riddle the walls, shattered glass litters the floor, and the echoes of the attack still linger in the air. Cheryl sits on the couch, drink in hand, trying to steady herself. Cheryl coldly. They really tried to kill me. Jace paces, gun still in hand. Jace. They're not going to stop until one of us is in the ground. Jamal turns to Cheryl. Jamal. Do you have any idea who leaked your records? Amber made a move, but this feels bigger. Cheryl exhales sharply. Cheryl. Marcus. It has to be him. He's coming after me, after you, after everything we built. Jordan, still shaken, rubs his temple. Jordan. So what now? We wait for them to try again? Jamal looks at Jace. Jamal. No, we take the fight to them. Scene 2. Darius slips further away. Darius is at a luxury condo, staring at his phone. He hasn't responded to Jamal in days. Caden leans against the counter, watching him. Caden. Still thinking about him, huh? Darius sighs. Darius. I don't know what's right anymore. Caden smirks, moving closer. Caden. I do. The world you're trying to live in with Jamal? It's a fantasy. Look at what it's done to you. Darius clenches his jaw. Darius. You don't get it. Caden places a hand on his shoulder. Caden. Maybe not. But I do know one thing. You deserve better than this mess. Darius doesn't pull away, and for the first time, Jamal isn't the only person on his mind. Scene 3. Amber's power move. Amber sits across from Marcus in an upscale restaurant, sipping wine. Amber. I did what you wanted. Cheryl's empire is crumbling. Marcus smirks. Marcus. And yet she's still breathing. Amber raises a brow. Amber. That wasn't part of our deal. Marcus leans in. Marcus. It is now. Amber's stomach tightens. She wanted to take Cheryl down. But murder? That's a different game. Amber. I didn't sign up for that. Marcus chuckles. Marcus. You signed up for power, and this is how you keep it. Amber stays silent, realizing too late that she's in too deep. Scene 4. The trap is set. Jamal and Jace track down one of Vincent's men, Luis, in a shady underground club. Jamal slams him against the wall. Jamal. Who put the hit out on Cheryl? Talk. Luis laughs. Luis. You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. Jace pulls out his gun, pressing it to Luis's temple. Jace. Say that again. Luis swallows hard. Luis. Vincent's got another move coming. He's setting a trap. For you, for Cheryl, for all of you. Jamal and Jace exchange looks. Jamal. Where? Luis hesitates, then spits out 2 words. Luis. The docks. Jamal lets him go, but something doesn't sit right. Jace. You realize this could be a setup? Jamal nods. Jamal. I don't care. I'm ending this. Scene 5. The docks, a deadly showdown. Jamal, Jace, and Jordan arrive at the docks. It's eerily quiet. Too quiet. Jordan. Whispers. I don't like this. Suddenly, gunshots. The trio dives for cover as bullets rip through the air. Vincent's men surround them. Vincent, calling out, You should have stayed in your lane, Jamal. Jace fires back, taking out 2 gunmen. Jamal ducks behind a crate, adrenaline pumping. Then, A gun is pressed to the back of his head. Marcus, low voice. It's over, son. Jamal freezes. Jace sees what's happening. His face twists in fury. Jace, get your hands off my brother. Marcus smirks. Marcus, your brother? He's nothing to me. And then a single gunshot rings out. Jamal's eyes go wide. Jace stumbles back. Blood stains his shirt. Jace has been shot. Jordan screams. Jamal catches Jace as he collapses. Jace grips his brother's shirt, eyes flickering. Jace, weakly, finish this. Jamal's world shatters. His twin brother, the one he never knew existed, dying in his arms. Marcus watches, unmoved. Marcus, coldly. Now do you see? You never had a chance. Jamal, shaking with rage, looks up. Jamal whispers, I'll kill you. Marcus just smirks. The war has truly begun. Episode 12. The Blood Price. The hospital. Fighting for Jace's life. Hospital room. Night machines beep. Tubes are connected to Jace, who lies unconscious, his skin pale. Jordan sits by his bedside, gripping his twin's hand. Jordan whispers, You promised we'd do this together. Don't leave me now. Jamal watches from the doorway, fists clenched. The guilt is eating him alive. Cheryl arrives, her face unreadable. Cheryl, softly. How bad is it? Jordan wipes his eyes. Jordan, they don't know if he'll make it. Jamal can't take it anymore. He storms out. Cheryl follows. Scene 2. Cheryl's warning exterior hospital parking lot. Night Jamal paces, his mind spinning with vengeance. Cheryl, I know what you're thinking. Jamal glares. Jamal, then you know I'm going to kill Marcus. Cheryl sighs. Cheryl, and then what? You think taking him out will end this? Vincent, Caden, they'll come for you next. Jamal scoffs. Jamal, I don't care. They already took Jace from me. Cheryl steps closer. Cheryl, then fight smarter, not harder. I built an empire from nothing. You think I did that by being reckless? If you want to win, you need a plan. Jamal exhales sharply, knowing she's right. Jamal, then let's plan. Cheryl smirks. Scene 3. Darius at a Crossroads Inn. Caden's penthouse. Night Darius sits on the sleek leather couch, staring into his drink, watching the ice melt. The penthouse is dimly lit, the city skyline glowing through the massive windows behind him. Caden moves smoothly around the space, pouring himself another drink, his eyes never leaving Darius. He finally sits beside him, too close. Caden, softly persuasive. You don't have to go back to that life, you know. Stay here. Stay with me. Darius exhales, rubbing his forehead. He feels exhausted, mentally drained from everything. The pressure, the choices, the weight of Marcus's threats, Jamal's war, the feeling that his life is spinning out of control. Darius heard muttering, It's not that simple. Caden leans back, draping an arm over the back of the couch, his confidence unshaken. Caden, it is. Think about it. No more drama, no more threats. You wouldn't have to worry about Jamal's enemies, your father's twisted mind games. Here, you're free. Darius lets out a bitter chuckle, swirling his drink. Darius, free? Or just in a different kind of cage? Caden smirks, shifting closer. Caden, low, intimate. That depends. Are you running from something? Or are you finally running toward what you actually want? Darius lifts his gaze, locking eyes with him. There's something calculated behind Caden's charm, but there's also a part of Darius that feels drawn in. The chaos of his life has left him tired, and Caden is offering an escape. Caden tilts his head, watching him carefully. Caden, I know you, Darius, better than Jamal ever will. Darius clenches his jaw, looking away. Caden reaches out and gently places a hand on Darius's knee, his touch lingering. Caden, stay. Darius hesitates, a storm raging inside him. He knows this moment means something. It's not just about tonight. It's about choosing a path. One road leads back to Jamal, to a fight that could destroy them both. The other? Darius isn't sure where it leads. And then, Caden moves in. He kisses Darius. It's slow at first, like he's testing the waters. Darius's breath hitches, his body tense, but he doesn't pull away. Instead, for a fleeting moment, he lets himself sink into it, just for a second. Then, Darius pulls back sharply, his eyes darting away. He stands up, running a hand over his face, his breathing uneven. Caden watches him, expression unreadable. Darius, hoarse, conflicted. I can't. Caden just smiles because he sees the doubt, the hesitation. Caden, calmly, knowingly, not yet. Darius doesn't respond. He just grabs his coat and walks out, his mind a tangled mess. As the door shuts behind him, Caden swirls his drink, a dangerous smirk forming on his lips. Because he knows one thing for sure, Darius is already slipping. Scene 4, Amber's dilemma, in her hotel room night. Amber stares at her phone, a message from Marcus. Time to finish what we started. Then another message from Cheryl. You have one last chance to pick a side. Amber throws her phone across the room, breathing heavily. She made this mess. Now she has to choose, Marcus or Cheryl. Scene 5, the trap interior warehouse. Night Jamal, Cheryl, and Jace's street contacts have gathered. This is war. Jamal, we take Marcus out first. Then we dismantle Vincent's empire. Cheryl, we need to make sure this is airtight. No room for error. Before they can continue, a gunshot rings out. They turn. Amber is standing at the door, gun in hand. Amber, coldly. You really thought I was going to choose you, Cheryl? Jamal's blood runs cold. Cheryl smirks. I hoped you'd be smarter than this. Suddenly, bam! The door bursts open. Vincent's men flood in. It's an ambush. Scene 6. The blood-priced gunfire erupts. Jamal dives behind cover, shooting back. Cheryl takes out 2 men with precision. Amber moves toward Marcus, but bang! She gasps, blood spreading across her chest. Amber has been shot. She collapses to the ground. Marcus steps over her body unfazed. Marcus, to Jamal. This is your last warning. Walk away. Jamal, breathing heavily, raises his gun. Jamal, not a chance. Marcus smirks. Marcus, then die. Before Marcus can pull the trigger, bang! A bullet rips through Marcus's chest. He stumbles back, eyes wide. Behind him stands Darius, holding the smoking gun. Jamal and Marcus lock eyes one last time as Marcus collapses. Darius, shaking, looks at the gun in his hand. He just killed his own father. Episode 13, The Ghost of Marcus. Scene 1. The divide grows. Jamal and Darius meet up in secret, trying to escape the noise of the outside world for a few precious moments. But the weight of everything, Cheryl's empire crumbling, Caden's manipulation, Marcus's death, is taking its toll. Jamal, I feel like I'm losing everything trying to hold on to us. Darius, you're not losing me, but we have to be smart. There are people out here who would rather see us fall apart than be happy. They share a long, quiet moment, knowing things are about to change, but unsure in which direction. Jamal grabs Darius's hand tightly. He's done letting fear take control. Jamal, we can do this. We have to do this. Darius, we'll fight for each other. Together. Always. Scene 2. The Ghost of Marcus Parking. Garage. Night Caden steps into the shadows of the parking garage, his face shadowed by the dim light. A mysterious figure approaches him, their face hidden by a dark hoodie. Caden, this isn't possible. Marcus is dead. I made sure of it. The figure remains silent, slipping an envelope into his hand. Caden tears it open, revealing photos. Marcus looking very much alive and watching Darius from a distance. Hooded figure. You sure about that? Caden's hands shake as he flips through the photos. If Marcus is alive, then everything Caden has built, everything he's controlled is about to crumble. He needs answers, but the questions are piling up faster than he can handle. Scene 3. Cheryl's empire under attack. Cheryl's office. Day Cheryl is pacing angrily, her phone pressed to her ear. Orders are being canceled and suppliers are pulling out. Her empire is in chaos, all because she's been distracted by Jamal and her family's issues. The competition is closing in, and her business is falling apart. Cheryl into the phone. Find out who's behind this. Now. Her assistant rushes in, holding a tablet. Assistant. Ma'am, it's an inside job. Cheryl snatches the tablet, eyes wide. Wire transfers are flowing from her company's account into an anonymous account, suggesting that someone within her organization is sabotaging her. Cheryl's eyes darken with rage. She's lost too much. Her family, her legacy. Her empire will not be next. Cheryl, snapping, shut it down. I'll deal with this myself. Scene 4. Darius learns the truth. Darius's apartment. Night. Darius sits on the couch, staring at his phone, scrolling through endless notifications. His finger freezes when he sees a text from an unknown number. The message reads, "You're in danger. Be ready." Attached to the message is a photo of Marcus, taken recently. He's watching Darius, hidden in the shadows. Darius's heart skips a beat. He's paralyzed, his mind racing with confusion and fear. Darius, whispering, "No, it can't be. He's dead. I saw it happen." But the photo, the timing, it all adds up. Marcus is alive, and he's closer than Darius realizes. The world around him seems to shift. What does this mean for his relationship with Jamal? For his future? For his survival? Scene 5. Jamal and Darius, a turning point. Rooftop, night. Jamal and Darius stand side by side, looking over the Atlanta skyline. The night feels heavy with the weight of everything that's happened and everything that's still to come. Jamal, quietly, "Are we still in this together?" Darius turns to him, his expression conflicted. The photo he received, the sudden resurfacing of Marcus, it's too much for him to process all at once. Darius, hesitant, "I don't know." Jamal steps closer, his voice soft but firm. Jamal, looking him in the eye, "You don't have to know everything. We take this one day at a time, and right now, we need each other." Darius stands still for a moment, the weight of his father's shadow hanging over him. But when he looks at Jamal, something inside him shifts. He can't lose him. Not like this. Darius, finally with conviction, "You're right. We fight together." They share a quiet moment, but tension lingers in the air. The stakes are higher now, and the battle is only just beginning. Episode 14. The Storm Unleashed, Scene 1. The Aftermath of the Truth. Jamal's apartment, morning. Jamal wakes up groggy, his mind racing. His phone buzzes on the nightstand, and he reaches for it immediately. The screen reveals multiple texts from an anonymous number. His heart sinks as he reads through the messages, each one eerily specific, even referencing things that only Marcus would know about their past. His fingers tremble as he scrolls through the chilling notes. One message stands out. "I'm watching. You can't hide." Jamal's pulse quickens. He suddenly feels trapped in his own space, as if the walls are closing in on him. He stands up, pacing, trying to shake off the fear that's creeping in. Jamal, to himself, whispering, "It can't be." Marcus. But how? How did he survive? His mind flashes to the last conversation he had with Darius, the sudden changes in their lives, and the strange occurrences that have been happening in the last few days. He knows there's no way to ignore the truth any longer. Marcus is alive, and if he's back, everything could change. His future with Darius, his relationship with his family, and the streets he's fought for, they could all be destroyed. Scene 2. Cheryl's Last Stand. Cheryl's fashion empire. Day Cheryl stands in her sprawling office, the high-end furniture and sleek designs offering no comfort as she glances over her financial statement. Everything is in the red. Her empire, once a symbol of strength and ambition, is falling apart piece by piece. She slams the reports down on the desk, frustration rising. Cheryl, snapping at her assistant, "I told you to handle this. Where are my team members? Where's my head designer? Why hasn't this been fixed? Her assistant stands nervously, clearly overwhelmed by the mounting pressure. Assistant. I've tried, but Cheryl, there's something else going on. There are leaks within the company, and we don't know who's behind it. Our rivals are getting insider information, and Cheryl cuts her off, slamming her palm against the desk. Cheryl, irate. I don't care about excuses. Find out who's betraying me. We don't have time to waste. She storms out of her office, the sound of her heels echoing down the hallway. During her fury, she finds a moment to reflect. She picks up a photo from her desk, a younger Jamal smiling at her. The guilt of what she's done to her own son hits her. Is all this worth it? Is her ambition worth losing everything she loves? Her empire is on the brink of collapse, and she knows that if she doesn't fix this soon, it'll all be over. Scene 3, Caden's power play, luxury hotel. Night. Caden steps out of the elevator into the sleek, dimly lit lobby of a luxury hotel. He's dressed sharply, a little too confident, with a smile that's just a little too perfect. He's on his way to meet with a group of investors, his big break. As he walks toward the private lounge, his phone vibrates in his pocket. He pulls it out and sees a new message from the same block number. This time, it's a photo of Jamal and Darius standing close, their eyes locked in a rare, vulnerable moment. Text message. What happens when your secret is exposed? Do you trust Jamal? Caden's pulse quickens. He can't shake the unease gnawing at his gut. Marcus's return isn't just an inconvenient truth, it's a game changer. But before he can fully process, he pulls himself together and enters the room with the investors. He sits down, adjusts his posture, and flashes his winning smile, pushing all thoughts of Marcus aside. Caden, with a false confidence. Gentlemen, we're on the brink of a major shift. I have an opportunity that will change everything. You'll be part of something bigger than you've ever dreamed. As the investors listen attentively, Caden's mind is elsewhere. His phone buzzes again, another text. His hand trembles as he looks down at it. Text message. It's time to choose. Your empire or your loyalty. You can't have both. Caden swallows hard. He tries to shake off the feeling that everything he's built could collapse at any moment. Scene 4. Darius faces his father's shadow. Darius's penthouse. Night. Darius stands at the windows of his penthouse, staring out over the city lights. His mind is spinning with everything that's happened in the last few days. Marcus is alive. Jamal's past is haunting him. His father's pressure continues to weigh down on him. Every decision seems like a potential mistake, and it's starting to break him down. His phone buzzes again, pulling him out of his thoughts. A new message from the anonymous number. This time it's a photo of Marcus standing outside the building where Darius's father used to work. The words "I'm back" are typed below the image. Darius, to himself, a voice cracking. It's really happening. He's not dead. The world suddenly feels smaller, and the walls feel like they're closing in. Before he can react, Jamal enters the room, a look of concern etched across his face. Jamal, walking up to him. You're not alone in this, Darius. Whatever's going on, we'll face it together. Darius hesitates for a moment. His heart is torn between his loyalty to his father, his fear of Marcus, and his love for Jamal. Darius, softly. I'm scared, Jamal. What if this is a game we can't win? Jamal gently grabs his hand, his touch firm but reassuring. Jamal, we've come this far. Don't let fear decide for you. We'll figure this out together, no matter what. The warmth of Jamal's words is a small comfort in the storm brewing inside Darius's heart. Scene 5. The Big Reveal Underground Club. Night. The atmosphere is heavy with anticipation as Darius and Jamal step into the underground club. The bass of the music vibrates through the walls, but neither of them notices the noise. Their eyes are fixed on the VIP area, where Caden is seen conversing with a group of influential figures. As they make their way closer, the tension between them grows thicker. Caden looks up from his conversation, his eyes widening slightly as he spots them. He forces a smile, but there's something darker in his expression. He's no longer in control of the situation. Caden, grinning, trying to appear calm. I knew you'd eventually show up. Darius steps forward, his face hard, his voice low with tension. Darius, what's going on, Caden? Why is Marcus alive? Why are you doing this? Caden leans back in his seat, his smirk growing. He knows the storm has already begun, and he's reveling in it. Caden with cold amusement. You still don't get it, do you? This was never about Marcus. It was always about you two. You had everything, and I knew you were the only thing standing in my way. Before anyone can respond, the door to the VIP area slams open, and Marcus walks in, a cold grin spread across his face. Darius's heart skips a beat. The man he thought was gone is standing before him, alive. Marcus, with an eerie calm. Hello, son. Miss me? The room goes silent, and Darius's entire world seems to crumble in that moment. His father is back, and the consequences of their past decisions are only just beginning. Episode 16, The Reckoning, Scene 1. Marcus's game plan. Marcus's mansion night. Marcus stands alone in his grand study, a glass of whiskey in his hand as he looks out over the city. His eyes gleam with calculated intent. The storm he's been orchestrating is almost ready to come to fruition. Marcus to himself. It's all falling into place. Darius won't know what hit him. The door creaks open and Caden enters, his face tense, but eager. Caden smiling darkly. Everything's ready, Marcus. Darius won't be able to handle this. He's already falling apart. Marcus turns to face him, eyes cold as ice. Marcus, don't get too comfortable. You still have your role to play, Caden, but remember, when I win, you'll need to prove you're worth the gamble. Caden smirks, but it's clear that doubt lingers. His loyalty to Marcus is shaky at best. He's been caught in a web of his own making, and there's no going back. Caden, I'm ready to take this to the next level. Just don't forget who helped you get this far. Marcus leaning in, whispering, You won't be forgotten. But if you fail me, you won't just lose everything. You'll lose yourself. A dark silence fills the room before Marcus's phone rings, snapping him out of the moment. The plan is in motion. Scene 2. Cheryl's last move. Cheryl's office day. Cheryl stands in front of her desk, her expression grim as she looks at a series of documents spread across the table. The empire she built is crumbling, and she's been forced to make some impossible decisions. The board is pushing for her to sell, to step down, but she refuses to go down without a fight. Cheryl, to her assistant, I've fought too hard to let them take everything away. Call the legal team. I'm not selling. It's time to go after the ones pulling the strings. Her assistant, now more afraid of Cheryl's wrath than ever, nods and exits. Cheryl's phone buzzes and she picks it up. It's a message from Jamal. Text message. We need to talk. Meet me at the usual spot. It's urgent. Her heart skips a beat. She knows Jamal is in the middle of a storm, but she's prepared to do whatever it takes to fix the chaos that's threatening their family. Scene 3. Darius and Jamal face the truth interior. Darius's penthouse. Night. Darius and Jamal sit across from each other, their faces filled with exhaustion. The weight of everything, Marcus's return, Cheryl's empire crumbling, Caden's betrayal, it's all too much. They don't know how much longer they can keep up the fight. Jamal, softly, I don't know what's real anymore, Darius. My family's falling apart. Your father's back in the picture. Everything is spinning out of control. Darius looks at him, his eyes filled with conflict. He wants to tell Jamal that they'll make it through, but even he isn't sure anymore. Darius, looking down, I feel like I'm losing everything. My father, he's always had this hold over me, and now he's back, stronger than ever. I can't fight him and still keep you in my life. I don't know what to do. Jamal reaches out, his fingers gently brushing Darius's hand. Jamal, resolute. We fight. We fight for what we believe in. We can't let him win, but we need to do it together. We can't keep hiding from the truth. We need to trust each other, Darius. For a moment, there's silence between them. The storm outside seems to mirror the turbulence in their hearts. They both know that whatever happens next, the stakes are higher than ever. Scene 4, Caden takes the lead. Luxurious hotel lobby night. Caden steps into the lavish hotel lobby, his eyes scanning the room. The meeting with the investor has gone well, but now he's setting his sights on something bigger. He's going after Cheryl's company, and he's not waiting for permission. As he strides through the lobby, he's approached by a shadowy figure, someone from Marcus's inner circle. Shadowy figure. The deal's almost done, but you need to make sure Cheryl stays out of the picture. You know what to do. Caden nods, his mind racing with possibilities. But in the back of his mind, doubts linger. He's come this far, but is he really ready to take down the woman who helped him get where he is today? Caden coldly, don't worry, Cheryl's time is up. But as Caden walks away, there's a glint of uncertainty in his eyes. Is he really prepared to cross that line? Scene 5. The calm before the storm. XT. Atlanta streets, night. The camera pans over the bustling streets of Atlanta, the city alive with energy. But beneath the surface, tensions are rising. Darius, Jamal, Cheryl, Caden, and Marcus are all on a collision course, and soon everything will explode. As the camera zooms in on the familiar street corner where Darius and Jamal have shared so many intimate moments, Darius looks up at the skyline, lost in thought. Darius, to himself, how did we get here? The things I've done, the choices I've made, are they even worth it? But then Jamal appears at his side, offering a soft smile. Jamal, gently, we'll figure it out, Darius. We're in this together, remember. Darius turns to him, his face softening as he finally allows himself to breathe. In this moment, with Jamal by his side, he feels a flicker of hope, but he knows that their fight is far from over. The battle for everything, love, family, and control, is just beginning. Next episode, with alliances fractured and new threats emerging, will Darius and Jamal's love survive? Will Cheryl's empire crumble, or will she come out on top? The answers lie in the next explosive chapter of Streets of Betrayal, Love and Lies in ATL, on fire. We want to say thank you for being a part of our Ebony family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and help us build our family.